This month, Taurus, Spirit would like you to run a little experiment or play a little game. What would it feel like to look at your life through the lens of the universe is working in my favor? So even this person in front of me who is irritating me or hurting my feelings or nudging me to come out of my shell and stand up for myself. How could this be for my highest good? And how would my life change if I was operating like that was what was happening at all times? Another way to think of this is like, what if my life was a video game? What if, like, me walking through this whole thing was just about levels and encountering, opponents and allies and all of the things and leveling up my skills in certain ways? What if I just played with that idea? Hi, Taurus. Welcome to Zero's Journey. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before, and here on this channel, we use a compass of courage, curiosity, compassion, and creativity to get where we're trying to go by being right exactly where the fuck we are. And this month, Spirit is offering you this orientation point. The universe. As you can see, there is a hand greater than this world pulling the strings. Right? So this is Spirit's reminder that you can, in certain ways, surrender, not as in be passive, but as in, oh right, I'm not pulling all the strings. I'll do my thing, and I will rely on the universe to do the universe's thing. If I am operating in alignment with my values, which is what Taurus is all about, values, earthly, like where the rubber meets the road, walking your talk. When I do my thing, when I walk in alignment with myself, the universe presents me with exactly the things, the people, the messages, etc., that I need for my highest good. Sometimes my highest good looks like running into challenges, but it is for my highest good, because there is something ultimately that my soul craves, and all of this will bring me closer to whatever it is that my soul craves. So, keeping it light in January 2022. Welcome to the new year, Taurus. How's yours going so far? Let's look, why don't we? While we're here, let's do a little tarot reading. And let's look, Spirit, at what you want to share with Taurus in the month of January 2022. It's a new Gregorian calendar as year, Spirit. What do you want to share with Taurus people? Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising and Dominant people in the month of January. Where are they in their story, Spirit? And what do you want to share with them? What kind of elements are going on around them, within them? What elements from the past and the present want to be recognized so that Taurus can move toward their best, most abundant, peaceful, joyful, loving future possible? Taurus in January. Perfect. Spirit always knows. Okay. Let's see, Taurus. What do you want to share, Spirit? For the highest good of my Taurus friends, family. Ha! Wow. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Listen, did I even need to pull cards, Taurus? Like, everything Spirit said in the beginning of your reading fully applies. They never cease to amaze me. Let's start with the key to your whole reading. You're an earth sign. Pentacles represent the earth element, so you are in your element. The key, Taurus, to this whole month, to getting the most out of it, is looking at how you are distributing your resources and being willing to trim, to fortify whatever needs to happen. Like, hey, I've been putting some time and effort into this thing over here and it really hasn't been working for me. So I'm going to actually quit doing that, and I'm going to actually put that time or that money or that energy into this thing over here that either is giving me a return on my investment, or I want to invest in something new entirely, and this isn't doing it for me, so I'm going to move things around. Move your resources around, move your money, move your time. It feels like not so much that there's like an explosion of growth in your money this month, but it's like you're laying the groundwork for that to happen. Like changing your budget around, bringing things into more balance. I'll bring you right to where you find yourself in your reading. Six of Pentacles. You find yourself looking at and noticing how your resources are distributed. Are you getting what you're worth? Are you sharing enough? Like, where's the give to get ratio? And how can we bring things into more harmony? Harmony and flow and movement are very characteristic of your reading. I mean, I will pick up and show you more. But I want to draw the attention to the fact that this is not so much about how do we make or do more, so much as how can we balance out and redistribute what we already have in ways that could create more. Like basically Spirit is being funny and saying you can't spell cultivate without cull, right? So for something to grow, we do have to clip and purge and donate and make space and things like that. So when Spirit even says donate, take that literally. Seven of Pentacles. This is like earthly physical things. I have this stuff in my kitchen that is literally just taking up space. I never use this appliance or whatever. It's been in there for years. Somebody else would benefit from me giving this away or donating it or whatever. Make space so that new things can have room to flow in, is essentially what Spirit is saying. So there's many, many ways to redistribute your resources. One of them is cleaning out a closet. It's more magical than you might fucking think. Try it and see. Just like what Spirit said, it's an experiment. I get it. You're an earth sign. You need to see it to believe it. Like, I get it. But just try it as an experiment and see what happens by the end of January 2022. See what has shifted. See like, oh, how weird. I, went and donated a bunch of clothes that I keep holding on to because I pretend that I'm ever going to wear them again. But I really have decided, you know what? This blessing is better in somebody else's hand. And then, whoa, when I turned my head, there was a new gift sitting in the other hand that I had just handed one out of this one. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? So, share, gift, donate, rearrange. The potential. I'm bringing up all your pentacles because, hey, earth sign. Potential. Growth. Milestone. A bright, beautiful new future of money making. Three of Pentacles is like, oh, this is good. This could be something. And that's what Spirit is saying. So some of you might even be looking for help with your money, like financial advisor or like accountant, or even just like reading books or taking on a new system when it comes to budgeting your money. This could also apply to budgeting your time because, okay, this is the great time to say, Taurus, these are general readings. So I get a lot of messages from Spirit for all the different Taurus people that are going to listen to this reading. So I want you to always, of course, trust your own intuition and follow the through line of your own intuition in your own life through this reading. But whether it's time or money or energy, whichever pentacle that Spirit is asking you to kind of inventory and redistribute, there's the potential to make more by bringing in some expert advice, or even just getting another opinion involved, getting another, like somebody who has a different lens. That particular card features the model, the artist, and the teacher, and it takes all three of them to create that wonderful work of art, right? Help is coming. That's the other thing Spirit is saying. Help is coming, Taurus. So open yourself up to that help. Now, let's come to the center of your reading. A lovely card. coming out of difficult or at least highly active times and coming into a time of more smoothness, of more clarity, of more able to see the big picture, right? Six of Swords is like, whew, breath of fresh air is what Spirit just said. So it feels like you're sailing into the year, okay? Your crossing card is your card, Taurus. The Hierophant is the Taurus card in the tarot. So this tells me a couple things. One, you are in your element. You are in your power. And your gifts, your particular gifts that your sign was blessed with, are things that serve you this month. So again, I showed you all those pentacles. Spirit is talking a ton about the way that you spend everything that you have, right? How you spend it, how you invest it, how you save it, etc. The Hierophant is about systems, hierarchies, rules, traditions. Which traditions are serving you, and which traditions do you want to break out of? Which traditions, here's what's going on within, or kind of the hidden position. Woo! Hello. I mean, it matches the chaotic energy of the card, if we're being honest. Here's the energy going on inside of you. Five of Wands is, it's conflict, it's competition, it's confusion, it's people working at kind of cross purposes, is what Spirit is saying. And let's come back to what Spirit was saying at the beginning of, what if I were to look at life through the lens of whatever I'm being presented with is like for my highest good. So if I'm running into conflict, confusion, cross purposes, in what ways might I be working at cross purposes with myself? And let me unravel that. Not because I'm at cross purposes with myself on the inside, I'm inviting that type of energy. This isn't about victim blaming. This is about noticing where we participate in the dynamic. And if we don't like the dynamic, we change the way we participate in it. Because we can't, as they say, not an original observation, but we can't change the other person. We change our behavior and then things change. Whether they change or not is, up to them. And sometimes they do. Sometimes it is based on like, oh shit, they're really not going to take my shit anymore, that people straighten up and fly right. And Spirit is saying that, so I'm just sharing it. That's all I'm saying. Where might you be in conflict with yourself? Where might you be obeying certain traditions that don't fit you anymore and that you have outgrown? Let's go ahead and outgrow them. Let's go ahead and do something new. For some of you, I feel like this is around family. Like, oh, my family did this certain way. And no blame, no shame, no judgment. Like, you may, like, listen, don't all of us relate to this? It's like, I love my family and they got some shit, right? Like, so who amongst us, and yay for you if it is you, but who amongst us doesn't have some issue or another with like, oh damn, I wish I hadn't been raised in this particular way, or I wish that they had taught me about money when I was little, or I wish they'd shown me this or that, like, and we all have our stuff. Spirit is like, what are outmoded traditions that you want to actively shift, change? Do that. If there are systems that are not working for you, let's change them now. It's January. Let's go ahead and go with this collective energy around New Year's resolutions and New Year's evolutions. Let's go ahead and tap into it. Spirit definitely wants something new for you, something to cut through the noise. This is crowning your reading in stark contrast to this, where it's like there's too much going on here. I'm going to pick one focus. I'm going to pick one idea that I'm really passionate about, or one curiosity that I really want to develop and look into, or one thing that I'm really excited about that I want to develop and pursue. Because the wands are our spirit. The wands are like, oh, I feel excited about this for whatever reason. Let's cultivate that. You have a beautiful card supporting you. Family right behind you. 10 of Cups. Overflowing love. Community, friends, family, lovers, etc. You are surrounded. You are adored. I mean, I'm jealous of your reading, frankly, Taurus, because it is beautiful. Haven't even gotten to your future yet. We'll get there in a second. We'll go there last because, save the best for last. the energy around and available to you, Taurus. A massive change and the completion of a cycle. Lest we forget, you have the card of moving forward to brighter, better days at the center, and then the energy around you. The season is changing. The cycle, one cycle ends, a new one begins, right? That's how it goes. That is how the turn of the wheel goes. We just celebrated the winter solstice. So what do you want to move toward? What if, we could just say it this way. What would be miraculous if you had it in 3 months? Winter incubator. Set your sights on something that you want and arrange your time, your money, your resources in service, in honor of that goal or that wish. Here's your future. When you do that, you will leap forward faster than you expect, and the things that felt like obstacles and oppositions actually become the things that fuel you and help you get where you're trying to go. So as Spirit said, what would it look like if I looked at the world as if the oppositions even coming at me were in service of my highest good and my evolution and my joy and my passion? Let's just run this experiment, Taurus, and you get back to me down here in the comments, please. I would love, love, love to hear. And if you've got questions, if you've got comments, if you've got stories, I would love to hear that too. And if you'd like to go deeper, Taurus, the way to get a personal reading or an email reading, if you're more of an introvert, totally respect, same. All of the info, or my socials, all the things really, all the things are in the little box below. I really, really appreciate your time, Taurus. Thank you for being here. I hope it serves you well. And if I don't see you in another video, then I hope I will see you in your February reading. Bye, Taurus.